Can you take a lead magnet, an 11-point lead magnet, and turn it into courses and memberships? We're going to answer that question in just Welcome, everyone, to the Content Profit Show with your host, Jeff Herring. That would be me. This is episode 67, and we're broadcasting live from our virtual studios about 60 miles north of Atlanta in the foothills of the North Georgian mountains. And today, we're going to take a lead magnet and turn it into courses, memberships, that kind of thing. The article I wrote about it today that I'll put in the show notes, I talked about how usually people take a piece of a course or a membership and turn it into a lead magnet, but this is going the other way, okay? For those of you that want to be in the content profit seat, as Stef is over here, and we'll introduce her in just a minute, that link right below my name over here. Yeah, I still got to get used to this. jeffherring.com/apply. We'll get you in, a little form to fill out, and then I'll reach out. And if you want to do this, hurry, because it is now still the beginning, almost mid-May, and we're filling up July. So thanks to everybody that contributed to that success in the show being a hit, because I appreciate you all awesomely. So with us today, and I've already forgotten, is it Soika?
Soika, yep, you got it.
I got it, all right. It's Stef Soika, okay? I always want to make sure I get these things right.
Thank you.
Because when I first, with my first book I ever wrote, whenever I would do signings or whatever, I remember one day I got in trouble because I spelled Amy wrong. It wasn't A-M-Y, it was A-I-M-E-E. And I'm like, all right. So it's important to get names right. Stef is a health educator and coach focusing on whole health. And you're going to see how that plays out when we look at the lead magnet, because it's very thorough. So Stef, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Jeff.
My pleasure. How'd you get into this health world?
So I'm a career changer. I used to be in IT world, and just as a lot of people in the health field now with personal health challenges, and I went back and went to get my master's degree in public health, and then kind of just started health coaching, and I love it. And the pandemic happened, and it was perfect to work from home, and I'm still loving it.
Yep. Decided not to leave, huh?
Right.
I totally understand that. I worked in my office as a counselor for 25 years, and then have been working at home now for 17. And I like to say I'm morbidly unemployable, because I couldn't. I'd last in an office about an hour, and that'd be doing good. All right, so let's jump into this. Take a look at your article.
Okay.
Here we go. There we go. Let me see what happens over here. I like that better. All right, so let's make that a little bit bigger for everybody. All right, Healthy Habits Jumpstart. Okay, right there, that is a great brand for you. Healthy Habits Jumpstart. Do you have that domain?
Nope.
I'd go get it. See if it's available. Because you can call a lot of your products that. And it implies a lot of things. I mean, it can be fast, it won't take forever, et cetera, et cetera. You're getting too far off track with your eating habits. Do you need a little nudge to get motivated? You can get back on track in as little as a weekend. Now, there's some good copy. I like that.
Thanks.
I know a guy at church who's incredibly in shape. And I was talking to him the other day about things to do to get back into it. And the only thing that was hard for me, a challenge, was not eating 3 hours before I went to bed. I'm like, but, all right.
That's when a lot of people get hungry. That's the munchy time.
Yeah. So far, so good. I've been doing this for 2 weeks, and I've only messed up twice. Okay. All right. So cool. You're inviting them to get more involved with you right at the start about you, your story. Cool. And then look at this, folks, 11 ways to jumpstart a new healthy habit. Okay, so folks out there in the audience, I really want you to pay attention to this, because this is an excellent lead magnet, Steph, with lots of pieces to it, that there's so much we can do about it. Change your environment, take a 5-minute action, yep. Indulge only occasionally. Yeah, just this once can't be every day, right?
Right.
Healthify your favorite foods. What's that mean?
Just thinking of your favorite foods, like people who like pasta, you can still have pasta, but maybe you're going to have zucchini noodles, and your taste buds do adapt. And then there's chickpea pasta, and there's different pastas made from different legumes, and soybean noodles. So there's different ways you can still get the feeling of your favorite foods, but you
I
can make
love
them
it.
a little healthier.
How can you healthify barbecue ribs?
That's probably a tough one. You probably go, well, they are making a lot of new fake meats. I don't know if I'm a fan of that, but maybe you can try
I haven't
the fake
tasted
meat.
it, but we'll see. But again, that's not every day. That's a couple times.
Exactly. You can have a treat meal every now and then.
That's right. There's a place probably an hour from here up in the mountains where I go hiking called Jim's Smoke and Q. A little hole in the wall, 2 big metal pigs out front for the kids to play on. And you got to know they're good, because on the side of the building it says, "You can smell our butts for miles." Like, okay, that'll work.
That catches attention.
Yeah, get back on the wagon, have a list of healthy go-to snacks and meals. Yeah, yeah. And am I the only one, or is this pretty prevalent, Steph? That if it's in the house, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, that's why number 1 or 2 was change your environment, because you're constantly having to battle with, it's in my pantry, it's in my if it's not there, you got to get in your car, you got to drive to the store, you got to make it difficult for yourself.
About a month ago, I moved to a bigger place, and that was one of my things. Only good stuff gets in here, and an occasional chocolate bar that I only eat a piece at a time. Okay, get a wellness buddy, focus on the exceptions, talk down your triggers. I love that. This could be a whole course, mini course, as could the others by itself. Good graphics too. Go to bed early. What do you define as early?
I think before 10 o'clock, because of our adrenals, which are related to our stress, that's when they replenish. So if we're dealing with stress, be in bed by 10 o'clock. Lights out.
What do you do when you wake up at midnight like I did last night? Because I was in bed about 9:45.
Just keep the house dark. I mean, the worst thing you can do is turn on a light or look at your phone, because that's going to get your melatonin, messed up.
That's what I do. I'll scroll through, watch TikTok, look at videos, and I'm like, yeah, Jeff, this is a way to go to sleep. Shine a bright light in your face for 15 minutes. Jeez. But yeah, I love what you're talking about here, because I drink water when I first get up, and then the creature, my big shepherd husky wolf Duke, is right over here, and I take him for a walk, or I'm in trouble. So reframe how you think about healthy habits. I love it. Okay, so this is really good about direction, not perfection. You could probably take this, not probably, you could, as is, and turn it into a mini book, a mini ebook. Now, but let's do a whole lot more. Okay, so this is a rough draft outline of some ideas. We can change it, we can mess with it. And I played with both your brands, Healthy Habits Jumpstart. And folks, check this out. Keeping it real healthy. Okay, so she's taken keeping it real and added healthy to it. I love it. keepingitrealhealthy.com. That's how long ago did you get that?
2018, when I first started my business.
How'd you come up with that? That's good.
I probably had a list of 500 names, and I saw somebody wearing a shirt that said keeping it real.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it. And it was like, so clear.
You know when it's it, don't you? We
Yes.
were working with somebody earlier this week who is into trauma and burnout and stuff. And I thought, all right, burnout for women, I get it, but let's make this better, And every now and then something will just pop right away. And I came out with burnoutology. And she's like, let's do that. Okay, we'll get the domain name. All right, so Healthy Habits Jumpstart Lead Magnet. Now, are you on Medium at all?
Yes, I'm in your course too.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. Through Liz or through Cindy?
I don't know. I'm going through just um,
The
like
medium
I'm in
course?
the first module, how to set up the medium
Right,
setting. That's as
right.
far as I've gotten.
Okay, I'm just wondering who you came in through.
Oh, sorry, Cindy.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
love her. She's great.
Yes.
She's so good at systematizing stuff. It's
Yes.
incredible. Recently, I was asking her about that. I said, all right, help me systematize the Content Profit Show because it's gotten so big. And I was waiting for this long list of tips. And she goes, next time you're setting it up, get out a piece of paper and write down every step you take.
That's good.
I'm like, that's it? And she's like, why do people don't, why do they, what? I mean, I'm ready for people to go, well, duh, but it's
Simple,
brilliant.
but we overcomplicate it, I think.
Exactly, exactly. How many articles you got up?
None right now.
Okay, good. Have you created a profile yet?
I just set my account up last week. Yes, I did my profile. I listened to you. No banner. Doing
Okay,
all my
good,
settings
good.
as you recommended.
We can start getting some articles up there.
Okay.
Because within this lead magnet, there's actually 12 articles. The entire list is one big article, which will be good because it keeps people on your site longer and get you paid more once you're in the partner program. And that could easily become one of your courses that we pin to the front. I mean, one of your articles that we pin to the front. Then every single one of those 11 pieces could be an article. Okay. And you've already started it with each part and maybe just adding a little bit to it.
Yeah.
And all of them can point to two places. One to an opt-in, maybe to get, and I would probably recommend a different one than the Healthy Habits Jumpstart, because what I suggest doing is changing that into a mini course. Okay, you could have a course on each one of those. Okay, a very small course with a video, the article piece, and then a checklist. And your niche lends itself so well to checklists. It's beautiful.
Yes.
And so each one of these articles would have a way for people to sign up with you, and then a way to come get one of these. And so a lot of people don't know that about Medium, but that's why I call it your how to make Medium your visibility, traffic, subscriber, and profit machine, because most of my articles will have a sign up link in it and a buy link in it. And I've had people on the show that's how they came in. So there's that. You could do a flagship course, something you're known for. With this. The challenge is this. 11 modules in a course would probably scare people. They'd go, yeah, I'll do that, but come on, we know better. So one way to change that would be to make it like a 3-module course with 2 of the tips as bonus. Okay. So off the top of your head, how could we bundle the first 3? What would be the first 3?
Well, I was just thinking like change your environment, and then that could be like healthifying your foods, because that's part of your environment. So I could take the 11 tips and just kind of shuffle them around to put them into 3 categories that are related.
Absolutely. And you said something really smart there that I want to point out for everyone. You could shuffle them around. Okay. You put them in that order originally. It's not written in stone. You can move them around, and no one will know. I was once speaking down in Cocoa Beach. I was doing a lunchtime keynote and a dinner keynote. The lunchtime keynote I'd done 100 times. I could probably do it right now. The nighttime dinner keynote was brand new, and this was for a group of foster families. And so I'd come up with an acronym for foster, and left my notes on the dais. And I never present from notes, but this was new, so just in case. So some people make a couple comments and announcements before I come up, and I come up and look on the podium, and whoever had been there before, when they picked up their stuff, took my notes. And I'm like, I could feel the panic, and I went, wait a minute. There's 2 people that know this, me and maybe that person. And all I got to do is remember how to spell foster. Okay. So, I mean, all that to say, you can move stuff around. And then, do you have any memberships right now?
No, but it's been on my radar.
Okay.
So
All
yes,
right. Well,
definitely.
good. I'm glad you're here
I'm too.
because we can create a couple of kinds. Leading to a regular monthly membership, because that's kind of the holy grail online, nice recurring income. Um, what you face sometimes are people are reluctant to get in a monthly payment kind of thing,
Hmm.
you know? And I think where that comes from, do you remember the Columbia House deal that you could get like 11 albums for a penny or
Oh
something?
yes, yes, I do that.
Remember
I do
that?
remember.
Remember that? And then
Then
they,
you were stuck with like a $20 a month
yeah,
thing coming
and you
in.
had to
Yeah,
not get sent that. You had to tell them not to
yeah.
send it, right?
Hmm.
And I think that has stayed with a lot of people. And so that's one reason why short-term memberships are so good. Now, here's where I changed from healthy habits to keep it real healthy because that's more your brand.
Hmm.
Um, and probably, excuse me, makes it broader than what you've done here, although that's pretty broad. Um, and this could be an 8 to 10 to 12 week program, you know, where each week you just simply deliver, like one of the ones I did years ago, article marketing for beginners. Every week they were sent a PDF of instructions and a video, and that was it. And the beautiful thing is once you've got it all 8, 10, 12 created, it's evergreen. You don't have to ever do anything again
Hmm.
unless you got to update stuff. Um, how often do you have to update stuff in your niche?
I mean, I just keep up with the wellness trends, and I
Right.
know I'm going to do that more as I start writing articles on Medium. But health is health; it doesn't change too quickly. I mean, it seems like decades sometimes to change our mentality, but
Yes. Yes. And
I
yeah,
try to
you could
keep up.
you could play off fads and
Yeah.
a title could be "Don't dare do whatever that fad is," and then talk about what to do. That could be cool. The neat thing about courses is, and this has been true over the years with me and with all my students and members, is about a third of the people that take a course are going to join a membership. So
Okay.
if you've got 10 people here, conservatively, you're going to get 3 here. If you've got 100 here, you're going to get 30 to 33. Um, the really cool thing about short-term membership, that goes up from about a third to half,
Okay.
because what they're getting is a taste of your coaching, an experience of you, and some of those folks are never going to want to leave you, which is a good thing. Um, and so, let's say that you did a 12-week course, 3 months, and it's $37 a month. Okay, 111, I think that is. Although I never want to do math in public. And then, let's say your membership is $37 a month. Well, what's neat is with this, people have gotten used to paying you monthly, and then all you do is offer them this, and it's just, hey, just continue what you're doing, and that makes it such an easy sell for folks. Um, Now, this is like again, this is a rough draft. There's so many other things we could add here: ebooks, um, traditional books, master classes. But does this give you a glimpse of your future, a glimpse of what's possible?
Yeah, I didn't even think of doing like a short-term membership, but I agree with you. People, whether it's $10 a month, it's just people don't look at it as $10 a month. They're like, that's, over the course of a year,
Right.
$120 a month. So I like the
Right.
short-term idea, getting the know, like, and trust factor going, and then they might just easily continue and be like, hey, I'm already paying it. It's only $10. It's worth it.
Yep. Yep. And I add a letter to KLT, know, like, and trust. KLTD, know, like, trust, and desire.
Okay.
I want this. I want to be in this person's world. So yeah, all that does add to that. Um, it's amazing how fast 20 minutes goes by.
Hmm.
Um, any questions so far?
No.
Okay. I really am excited for you, Steph, because there's so much we can do with this. And, um, just between us and everybody listening, you're sitting on really a content empire here in your niche. And please hear this. You don't have to build it all at once. People look at all the stuff I have, and I have to remind them it's been 17 years I've been doing this, folks. People will say, how did you write so many articles? How did you do so many videos? And my answer is always the same, one at a time. So we'll get you, when we talk afterwards, we'll pick a place to get started and get you going here. So as we wrap up, thank you, Steph, for being such a great guest and bringing us such great stuff.
I do have one question though, Jeff. Could I do it?
Please.
I'm to ask. So when you're writing articles on Medium and I'm trying to start promoting this topic of healthy habits, do you recommend just kind of sticking with the healthy habits topic for, I don't know, a couple of months? I mean, I do talk about other things in my health wellness world just to keep it kind of consolidated, or to kind of do a little bit of different health topics in my niche on Medium.
You know what I would do first? I would take those 11 healthy habits and just, you could either go healthy habits, and then name it, or just name it and in the subtitle say another episode of Healthy Habit Jumpstart or whatever.
Okay, so like healthy habits in your environment, healthy habits, healthifying food, healthy, something like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's branding you, getting different stuff out. It's also building your list and your followers there on Medium. Because what I want to do is get you up to 100 as quick as we can, which we can do it pretty quick, because that's the threshold for getting in the partner program and getting paid for your stuff. So yeah, and then after that, really it's open to you. We also want to build the Keeping It Real Healthy brand there. But like you said, there's so much you have in this, and there's a term called topic slicing, where you take a topic and slice as many pieces out of it as you can. I discovered this with a site called askthebuilder.com years ago. This guy was a builder who just went, I'm tired of doing this. What can I do online? And he's probably got 20 videos on a roof, and all this information and all these short terms and long terms and courses and stuff. So I think we could probably topic slice health a little bit.
Okay.
Right?
I think so, yeah.
Great question. And then just one more piece of that. A lot of what you can do is once you start getting stuff beyond these 11, you can bundle some of those into ebooks, even though they've read it for free. Seth Godin does that all the time. I get his daily blog post every morning, and then you'll see him again in his book. So that's a cool way to do it too. All right, got to wrap up. Thank you so much, Steph.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm so excited about this.
What's that?
I'm excited about moving forward with this.
Me too. I'm excited for you. Thanks for helping us make this a great show. Folks, again, if you want to sit in, I'm going to get this right one day. We're only 67 shows in. If you want to sit in Steph's seat, not at her home where she is, but in a content profit seat, the link's right up there, jeffherring.com/apply. Everybody give, whether you're listening live or on the replay or watching live or on the replay, give Steph a hand, because you've done so good. And folks, you know what to do. As always, go use this stuff because it flat out works, as you've seen. And we'll catch you on the next episode.